my dear friends and respected teachers. Today I am presenting my lecture on studying the bioactivity of glucose and fructose through computation. My name is Debjeet. So I am from Botany department as UG honors of first sem of Durgapur Government College, and my roll number is this. Next, today I will discuss about the introduction, objectives, methodologies used, main findings, conclusion, and references of my project. Now, this is the introduction. What is bioactivity? Bioactivity is defined by obtaining specific effects after exposure to a particular substance. These effects may include tissue uptake, metabolism, or psychological response. Now, why is bioactivity important? Bioactive peptides possess several significant functions such as antioxidative, anti-inflammatory, anti-cancer, antimicrobial, immunomodulatory, and anti-hypertensive effects in the living body. Next, the bioactive compounds chosen by me are glucose and fructose. This is the chemical structure of glucose and this is the IUPAC name. The uses of glucose are: glucose is the main source of energy in the body. Glucose is required for respiration, both aerobic and anaerobic. Glucose can be stored as starch, etc. Now, next is fructose. This is the chemical structure of fructose and this is the IUPAC name. And its uses are food and beverage industry. Fructose is commonly used as a sweetener in foods, beverages, and condiments due to its sweetness. Pharmaceutical industry. Fructose is used in some medicines and dietary supplements. Sports nutrition, it's sometimes used in sports drink and energy bars to provide quick energy to athletes. Cosmetic industry, research, and medicine. Next, what are the objectives of the project? We have used ChemDraw and Pass Online software to analyze the bioactivity of the chosen compound. We have done the literature survey of these compounds and explained them in this project. We found the following useful bioactivities of the compound: glucose calcium regulator, antifungal, sweetener, oxidizing agent, and immunomodulator. A fructose sweetener, antifungal, calcium regulator, reductant, and oxidizing agent. Next, the process means the methodologies which I used are ফার্স্টে ChemDraw সফটওয়্যার থেকে গ্লুকোজ আর ফ্রুক্টোজের ফার্স্টে ChemDraw সফটওয়্যারে গিয়ে কনভার্ট নেম টু স্ট্রাকচার অপশনে গিয়ে গ্লুকোজ আর ফ্রুক্টোজের কেমিক্যাল স্ট্রাকচার ড্র করে সেগুলো mdl mol ফাইলে সেভ করতে হবে। তারপর গুগলে গিয়ে পাস অনলাইন সার্চ করলে ফার্স্ট যে একটা ওয়েবসাইট খুলছে ওয়ে টু ড্রাগ ওয়েবসাইটে ক্লিক করতে হবে। তারপর হোম পেজে যে একটা গো ফর প্রেডিকশন অপশন আছে সেটা চুজ করলে অথরাইজেশন সার্ভিস বলে একটা ডায়লগ বক্স ওপেন হবে। সেখানে আমি রেজিস্ট্রেশন করার সময় যে ইউজার আইডি আর পাসওয়ার্ডটা দিয়েছিলাম সেইটাই দিয়ে এখানে এন্টার করলে পাস অনলাইনের মেইন পেজটা খুলছে। তো ফার্স্টে প্রেডিক্ট নিউ কম্পাউন্ড ক্লিক করতে হবে। তারপর মার্ভিন জেস ক্লিক করলে মার্ভিন জেস ডায়লগ বক্স ওপেন হচ্ছে। তারপর ফার্স্টে ফাইলস অপশনে ক্লিক করে গ্লুকোজের মোল ফাইলটা চুজ করে প্রেডিক্ট করলে অনেকগুলো বায়োঅ্যাক্টিভিটিস গ্লুকোজের বেরোচ্ছে। তার মধ্যে থেকে আমি যে কোনো 5টা এখানে সিলেক্ট করেছি। নেক্সট আবার সেম ওয়েতে আবার ফাইলসে ক্লিক করলে ফ্রুক্টোজের মোল ফাইলটা চুজ করে প্রেডিক্ট অপশনে ক্লিক করে আবার অনেকগুলো বায়োঅ্যাক্টিভিটিস বেরোচ্ছে, সেখান থেকে আমি যে কোনো 5টা চুজ করেছি। এইগুলো স্টেপসে এইগুলোই লেখা আছে। Next, main findings of glucose, calcium regulator. What is calcium regulator? A calcium regulator refers to any biological mechanism, hormone, or protein that helps control the levels of calcium in the body. This includes hormones like calcitonin and parathyroid hormone PTH. Importance. What is the importance? Maintaining calcium balance is essential for bone health, muscle function, nerve transmission, and blood clotting. What are the uses of glucose as calcium regulator? Liver's role. Glucose maintains normal blood sugar levels by responding to signals. Muscle function. If muscles cannot use glucose well, it can lead to high blood sugar or diabetes. Muscle calcium stores, glucose absorption. Next, antifungal. What is antifungal? Antifungal drugs are the medications people use to treat fungal infections. What are the uses of glucose as antifungal? Glucose increases Candida albicans resistance to azole antifungal drugs. Next, changes in glucose levels affect the effectiveness of antifungal drugs during chemotherapy in diabetic patients. higher glucose levels in the culture medium reduce the susceptibility of antifungal agents. Next is sweetener. What is sweetener? A sweetener is a substance added to food or drink to impart the flavor of sweetness. Various natural non-sugar sweeteners and artificial sweeteners are used to produce food and drink. What are the uses of glucose as sweetener? Liquid sweetener in commercial foods, enhancing taste and shelf life. It is used in products like baked goods and candy. Source and nutrition. Derived from corn or starchy food, low in nutritional value. Baking preference. Preferred in baking for sweetness and sensory qualities like color and texture. Next, oxidizing agent. What is oxidizing agent? An oxidizing agent is a substance that oxidizes other substances involved in the reaction by gaining or accepting electrons from them. What are the uses of glucose as oxidizing agent? Oxygen undergoes reduction. Oxygen is reduced, so it is an oxidizing agent. Glucose undergoes oxidation. Immunomodulator. What is immunomodulator? Immunomodulators or cytoxin are drugs that alter the body's immune system, aiding in fighting cancer, infections, and other diseases. Next, what are the uses of glucose as immunomodulator? Energy source. Glucose fuels immune cells like T cells and macrophages for effective function. Immune cell activation. Glucose levels affect immune cell activation and cytokine production, vital for immune responses. Inflammatory response. High glucose levels can boost inflammation, while lower levels may have anti-inflammatory effects. Cell differentiation and cell trafficking regulation. Next, my main findings of fructose sweetener. তো আমি এইগুলোর অনেকগুলোরই ডেফিনেশনগুলো আগে বলেছি, তাই এগুলো আর বলছি না, শুধু এখানে ইউজেসগুলো বলছি। তো সুইটনার, হোয়াট আর দ্য ইউজেস অফ ফ্রুক্টোজ অ্যাজ সুইটনার? Fructose in sucrose and insulin, found in sucrose and insulin as well as fructans. Food sources present in cereals, vegetables and honey. Sweetness property. Fructose is 1.5 times sweeter than sucrose. Antifungal. What are the uses of fructose as antifungal? Fructose can be used as a component in antifungal products. Dietary intervention. Fructose may also be used as a dietary approach to combat fungal infections. Next, calcium regulator. What are the uses of fructose as calcium regulator? Fructose and bone health. Research examines how fructose affects calcium regulation for bones. Mechanisms unclear. Fructose might impact calcium absorption and metabolism, but how is not clear yet. Hormonal influence. It may affect calcium balance through hormones like insulin and parathyroid hormone. Need for future research, further research. More studies are needed to understand fructose exact effects and potential as a calcium regulator. Next, reductant. What is reductant? Reductant is a substance that helps another substance to reduce by losing an electron itself. What are the uses of fructose as reductant? Fructose can act as a reductant in different reactions. যেমন electron donation, it can donate electrons to other molecules, aiding in reactions. Participation in reactions. Fructose can be involved in reducing metal ions, organic compounds and biological molecules. Chemical usage. In chemistry, fructose is used as a mild reducing agent for organic synthesis and industrial processes needing reduction reactions. Next is oxidizing agent. What are the uses of fructose as oxidizing agent? Fructose can act as one in reactions forming compounds like organic acids and aldehydes seen in the Maillard reaction. Biological reactions. Participates in oxidation reduction reactions in biological systems like glycolysis. Primary role. The primary role of fructose is often recognized more as a reducing sugar than an oxidizing agent. Next, the total conclusion I find, the total conclusion of my project are as follows. Computational study, bioactive compound definition, future research, impact on diseases, and potential developments. Now, the computational study, I examined biological activities of glucose and fructose. Bioactivity compound definition. A compound interacting with living tissue, potentially causing various effects, is called bioactive compound. Future research, I thought the scientists could explore how glucose and fructose influence health and metabolism in the future. Impact. What is the impact on diseases? Understanding their effects on conditions like diabetes and obesity can lead to new treatments. and potential developments. Research may aid in developing improved medicines and diets. Now, these are all the references with the help of which I could do this project. Next, at last, thank you all, thank you everyone for listening to my presentation. Thank you.